Here's one of the most impressive, mind-boggling, oldest tricks ever in card magic. It's known as the ambitious card. This transcends language barriers. It's universal. You could communicate with people that you don't know the same language just by doing this effect. There's nothing simpler than a card rising to the top over and over. It's unbelievable. This is a true worker. You're going to use this all the time. To start off, you have a card selected in the pack and signed. So let's say they take this card, the Two of Hearts. Now, you take the card out and you have the person sign it. Now, I'm going to show you what happens while they sign it. I'll sign it in this case. But while they're signing it, what you're going to do is we're going to secretly turn over the top two cards. Now, there's a ton of misdirection at this point. Nobody's looking around. What I do is I push two cards over, bring them back out, and establish a break. And against my leg here, so I'm going to show you the back view, there's so much misdirection here. Nobody's looking around. You simply grab them just like a double lift, turn them over, and catch a break below them, just like so. So that's all you're doing. You have a ton of time to do that while they're signing the card. And you have your hand tilted down. At that point, I usually have them cap the marker. I put the marker away. I take their card, and I'm going to load it onto the deck face up onto the top. Now, here's what you don't want to do. This. Definitely do not do that. What you want to do is take the card back from them, place it on the deck, and then turn it over. And as you're turning it over, I push it flush. So it gives a retention of vision of right there, the top card. And you've got a break right now under the top three cards, all of which are face up. Make sure that card is signed real big. Can everyone see that? Felicia's signature on there? Yep. At this point, I usually state how the card's been signed. There's no duplicate. There's no chance I could have another one, just to really sell that fact home so they really know it, drive that home. And then I take and I turn over three cards as one, place the top card into the middle, leave it out jog for half its length, and I show the next card and show that it's not their card. I go, it can't possibly be on top, right? And as I do that, as I push one card over, I push over the next card, bring it back in, and get a break below the actual selection. Reason is, it's the only one like it in the world. I don't have another one. Right. So if I put Chad's card into the middle, no way it could be on top. Seem to make sense? Push it into the middle. Did you see it jump on top? That way, when I place the top card back on top, I've already established my break. Usually I'll then push the card in with my left forefinger, snap my fingers, turn it over to show if the card's on top. This is one of the strongest moments in the entire trick. They didn't know what to expect. The card jumped on top. They clearly saw that it wasn't on top a moment ago. You pushed it in, you did no moves, and it jumped on top. Okay, let this sink in. Give it a second. Don't rush. This is the hottest part of the trick, and it just keeps building and getting better and better. At this point, you tell them, you know what to expect. You know what's going on. I'll do it again for you slow. Turn the double over, put the card into the middle. Now at this point, what I'll do is I'll say, watch me very carefully. And it's kind of funny because as I tell them to watch me carefully, what I'm actually doing is I'm doing a thumb count from the back, lifting up 1, 2 cards very nonchalantly. 1, 2. And then I've picked up a break below the top 2 cards. So I've got a break below the top 2, and I push this card flush. And I pretend to be doing a move. I'm not doing anything. I'm just squaring the deck, trying to make it seem as if I'm doing something. I ask, did you see me make it jump on top? Some of the time they go, yes. And sometimes they say no, and you go, well, just kidding. I didn't actually do anything. Do a double lift, show that in reality the card did not jump on top. Needless to say, you've done a double lift, so you have 2 cards there. At this point, I'll say, watch this very carefully. I'll do an Erdnase color change and reveal their selected card. Watch real close, just a little push. Did you see it? You're watching me close. It didn't happen. You're watching me too close. I can't do it. I'm just kidding. But if I take on the Queen of Hearts, and we just give a little rub, are you ready? Watch the Queen, just a little rub. It looks like the Jack with your name on it. It's so strong. It's a very strong phase.